everyone, welcome back to another video. I am very excited about this video today because, as you can see laying here on my desk, I have my absolute favorite gel pens. You guys know that I absolutely love Color It gel pens. I rave about them all the time. I share them in my Facebook group with all of you. I know several of you have purchased them. Well, Color It reached out to me and they wanted me to share their new release, this beautiful coloring book, Fairies, and it will be available on February 2nd. This video will be released for you to see on the release date of the coloring book. All of the information will be in the description box below, so that if you are interested in getting this coloring book for yourself, you will be able to do so. Once you click on the link, you will see that there is an option from the Color It website whether or not you want to purchase it through Amazon or you want to purchase it through the actual Color It website. So you guys know, if you've watched my beginner series, my adult coloring for beginners, a lot of you have found my channel that way, and you know that I have featured the Color It coloring books in previous videos, mainly the Mandala Volumes 2 coloring book. I love these coloring books for beginners, and I'm going to do a flip through of this coloring book, and I'm going to show you exactly why. But not only is this video going to be a flip through of this coloring book, I am going to make it somewhat of a tutorial. So many of you have been requesting that I show you how to blend gel pens. And so today we are going to learn how to blend gel pens, and we're going to do a little bit of that in this beautiful coloring book. I am so excited to be able to finally open this coloring book because it has been sitting on my desk for 2 days. I've not been able to touch it because I have been waiting to do this video. If you enjoy videos like this and you would like to continue seeing my content, please do make sure that you not only subscribe to my channel, but also click that little bell so that you always get notified through email. And also, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you check the description box below, you will find links down there for my Patreon if you would like to support me over there. And I also now too have an email list. When you do sign up for that email list, you will also get a color swatch chart back in your email for absolutely free, and you can use that to swatch all of your colored pencils. Now, this book has been sitting on my desk for 2 days, and I'm very excited to get into this video and check out this coloring book so that I could do it right along with you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this. So look how beautiful this front cover is. I'm assuming that this picture that is on the front cover is also inside the book. I hope so, because that is just really pretty. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. This book is spiral bound. Look how nice. But that is a spiral binding. It says Fairies, 50 original hand-drawn designs, adult coloring book. And if we flip it open, we have our front cover page, and it tells you who the illustrator is, and that this is their 36th coloring book. So it was illustrated by Turbot Bazuki and edited by Eliza Callahan. And then it just gives you their publishing information and their website. As you can see, if you look at this book, let me hold it a little bit closer and flip this here back. The cover is a very nice hard cover, but all of the pages are going to be perforated. Look at that. So if you want to color a page in this book and you want to frame it, you can do so. And the paper, it is more on the smoother side, so it's going to be great if you want to learn how to use your alcohol markers. The paper is fairly thick. It's very nice to color on. I love using my gel pens in this book, and that is why I brought my gel pens out to be able to show you guys how to blend with gel pens, because it is so much fun. So once we turn the page, we have this page here, and it has this little scan me, elevate your coloring experience, be part of the Color It book club, and delight in these wonderful perks. member exclusive designs, discounts on books and mediums, a community of colorists for inspiration. And then to get there, you would just have to scan the code with your phone. I guess you use the camera to do that. Have you heard of fair folk? Step into the fairy realm and meet these enchanted beings. Let your imagination run wild as you color in these whimsical winged friends. And then it tells you a little bit here about all the different fairies that you're going to find in the book. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love fairies because you guys know how much I like glitter, and when I'm coloring fairies, I like to get out my stickles, which you guys know is another one of my very favorite things. So then here we have our cover page, and then here we have this book belongs to, and then you could just put your name and everything. You could also color this page. And I think this is the one that was on the front cover. Look how pretty the artwork is in here. So the paper in this book is 175 GSM, and it's all single-sided. Look how cute some of these images are, guys. Lots of leaves and wings. Oh my gosh, if you guys didn't already see my page where I colored fairy wings and showed you how to do neon fairy wings, you might want to go watch that video so that you could apply that technique in this book if you decide to purchase this book. I will make sure that's linked in the upper right hand corner. Look how cute. Look at the little fairy here on the cat. So there are 50 images in this book. And I'm going to go a little bit quicker as I flip through. Oh my gosh, you guys have been asking me how to color water, so it looks like I may be able to use this book to demonstrate some of that. Here we've got some pumpkins and fairies on the pumpkins. Oh, here we have some clouds behind the fairies. I absolutely love that. I showed you guys in a previous tutorial as well how to color clouds. If you haven't already seen that video, I'll make sure that one is linked for you too. There's a lot of my tutorials on my channel that you can apply to this coloring book or any coloring book. Here we've got lots of flowers. You guys know that I have lots of flower tutorials. And this page would be great practice because you've got lots of leaves here. You guys know that I have showed you lots of flowers and lots of leaves on my channel, and I've showed you different ways to be able to color leaves. I plan on coming out with another video where I show you different color combinations for leaves. Here we have these adorable little fairies again. Oh, this one is so cute. Look at the fairy just grabbing for the strawberries in the basket. I love that one. And a fairy and her owl. Fairies eating cake. Wow, they were really creative with this book. The fairy over by the fire hydrant. Oh, this one is pretty. You guys that are beginners and you want to learn how to color faces and you want to learn how to color hair, like I said, these color it books are fantastic for beginners because you have a lot more wide open spaces, especially in this book. I'm noticing a lot of wide open spaces like in these flowers. They're not very teeny tiny little spaces that would be much more intricate that you would kind of get frustrated and struggle a little bit with. It gives you a chance, if you're using pencils, to be able to use the objects on the page and just really practice with blending your pencils. It looks like this book features quite a few pages with pumpkins. I think that was the second page I've seen with pumpkins. Pumpkins are really great practice. And I actually have a tutorial. I think I have a tutorial on everything, but I have one where I use the Derwent ink tints. Oh, Derwent ink tints. Oh my goodness. You guys, the Derwent ink tints would work beautifully on this paper. This paper is so fabulous in these books that you could really use any medium you want. You can use watercolors, you can use your Derwent ink tints, you can use your Neo colors, you can use your gel pens, you can use your alcohol markers. What makes this book even extra special is you've got the perforations. So if you wanted to color something and then hang it, you can do so. But there are so many pages in here that would be so great for beginners to learn how to color and practice their coloring. And the benefit is that you can use pretty much any medium you want and really be able to practice. And these pages would be fantastic for if you wanted to color with your alcohol markers and then go over it with pencil, your colored pencils, to do all of your shading and even add more highlights and such. This book would be fantastic for that. Oh, I love this page. I really, really love this page. I love dragonflies. I love flowers. I love fairies. Everything I love all on one page. Look at this. You could practice coloring stones. And then here you could practice coloring tree bark. And again, I have a tutorial for that. You guys, when I tell you I pretty much have a tutorial for absolutely everything on my channel by now, I literally have a tutorial for everything. There's probably a couple things I still need to bring to you, but most things I have shown. This one is adorable. Oh, will you marry me? Look how cute. What a sweet page. Oh, this is a really great page, especially for beginners, because you've got so much open space on this page and you can really practice your blending skills, whether or not you're using your markers or your pencils or your watercolors or whatever you're going to use or choose to use. This one has a few smaller little spaces, but you still got quite a bit of room to practice your blending. And look at that, more trees. I love all the trees in here because trees are one of the things I know in my Facebook group. I've had a lot of you ask about tree bark and how to color tree bark, and that's why I did that one video where I did the tutorial. So you can check out that video and color several pages with the trees in this book. Look how cute this one is. I love all the flowers. And this one's a little bit different, an ocean scene. Oh, look at the fairy. I just noticed the fairy. The first thing I saw was the dolphins. But that is so super cool. If I was coloring this page, I would color this fairy extremely contrasting to the blues and the grays that I put in the dolphins, so that she just kind of popped off the page. Oh my gosh, now I want to color this page, guys. Oh goodness. I am going to put a little marker on that page because I want to actually do that. I could maybe turn that into another tutorial. So this book does have 50 images and there are no duplicates. That's a beautiful page too. Oh, and so is this one. And that is the end of the book. And then you've got this back very nice hard cover. The book has hard covers on the front and hard covers on the back. and it is an absolutely gorgeous book. So now that I've showed you the book, we are going to do the tutorial that you guys have all been asking for, and I'm going to pull out my color gel pens. First, I want to go ahead and show you these gel pens. Now in this one, this is the glitter set. This is how they come. So this is the glitter set, and then it comes with a plain set, and there is 96 gel pens in all. I was practicing a little bit last night, so I've got some gel pens laying out that I was working with, and I posted this that I was working on last night. This is also a Color It coloring book, and I did this last night and I was playing around with blending my gel pens, and so I posted it to my Facebook group, and you guys were all like, yes, gel pen blending, we really want to see that, so that's why I'm bringing you that today. And it has been requested over and over the last few months, and I just have been doing so many other videos that you guys request that I've not gotten to it yet. So this is what they look like. They come with some gorgeous colors. This color right here, they do all have names on them. So this is Glitter Limelight. I really need to do a review specifically on these gel pens. I know so many of you have purchased these gel pens after seeing me use them, but they're wonderful because they come in these cases, and the cases are so nice because they've got these flips in here to where you could just flip the colors back and forth, and you only have to open it one time, not like with a lot of the pencil cases where you have to open every individual section. But the cases that they come in are beautiful, and of course this is the set that comes with some metallics and some neons and some more glitters. So this is kind of like a combination set. And then you can tell because this case is covered in glitter. It's gorgeous and it just sparkles everywhere. You guys know how much I love glitter. But let's go ahead and find a page to learn some gel pen blending. I picked a page that I want to go ahead and color with you guys. And I am going to do some more fairy wings because I thought that this would be a really great way to show you how to blend these gel pens, and there's so many different individual areas, and we can use some different contrasting colors and really get to blending. And I'm going to show you a couple different techniques as I do this, but when you're blending with your gel pens, it's very important to have a piece of scratch paper. Now this is a mixed media piece of paper because I find that it works the best with gel pens when I'm trying to just test out the colors. You could see on what I was doing yesterday, I just kind of wrote with them, and I'll use this to just kind of get the pens going so that they are flowing enough to where you can blend them. Now the Color It gel pens, I do want to tell you this. When you're picking gel pens to blend with, you want to get gel pens, like if you look at these very closely, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 1.0 mm on it. That means it has a 1.0 millimeter tip on there. And when you use the gel pens that have the 1.0 millimeter tips on them, you will have much better luck with the ink flowing out of them and just blending them and just everything all together. So I pulled out some colors. I did a little bit of swatching over here on my sheet to see which colors would go good together, and I'm still not quite sure, but I found these three that go together, and these pens do all have names on them. These all are the 1.0 millimeters. Some of them are different sizes, some of them are 0.8, but they still work very well too. But I've got Glitter Ballet, Glitter Amethyst, and Glitter Vineyard. And I'm going to start with these. I also pulled out this really bright pink, which is called Glitter Fuchsia. So I'm putting that one off to the side, and we're going to see where we go with this. But the first thing I do when I am coloring with gel pens is I remove all of the caps, and I lay them in order off to the side according to the color that I'm going to lay on the page. Because when you do that, you've got your pens ready, and when you're blending with gel pens, you have to be fairly quick. So let me go ahead and start with my darkest color, and I'm just going to take my darkest color and I'm going to start at the top of her wings. And then I'm going to put a little bit down here too, because I want my highlight in my center, just as if I were coloring with my pencils. And when I'm doing it, I like to kind of try to bring the colors all the way through. Now I've got my second color, which would be my mid-tone. Look how cool this is, guys. And then I have my third color, which is much more of a muted color, and that is just going to bring all those colors together. And I kind of pull the other colors in when I do this, and then I come back with my darker color and I make sure that I have filled in all of the white space. Now if you notice, because these are kind of like paint, they will kind of spread around and they will color the lines of the book. So say that I wanted this to be all one section of her wings. I can just go ahead and bring these colors down and just kind of color that black area and make it what I want it to be. And then I'm putting my mid-tone down here to kind of try to blend all these colors together. And I'm going to pull it through again here over the line. And then I'm going to come in with my lightest color. And I'm going to go over that even more so that I can make sure I don't see that line anymore. When this is all done and it really comes to life and you have really worked so hard on covering all of those black lines, you will then see what a huge difference it makes. But I just kind of go back and forth like this, and I pull the colors through, and I add more of the color where I want it. And if you lay enough of the gel or paint down on the paper, it will just kind of just really move around. It's really actually quite amazing. Now I'm going to come down to the next section of her wing, and I'm kind of wondering if I should add another color in here. I think I'm going to go much brighter. And I am going to change it up a little bit. I've got my glitter fuchsia now, and I'm going to add the glitter fuchsia. Look at that. These colors are amazing. But I'm going to add my glitter fuchsia in here. And then I'm going to take my darkest color and I'm going to dab this right in there. Look at that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my mid-tone color and go through that. And then I'm going to pull this bright color back down and kind of blend them in. But I'm not coming all the way down because I don't want to pull those darker colors down too much. And then I'm just going to kind of dab this just to darken it up and create that shadow. And I'm going to do this all over again. But look how these pens flow, guys. They are so amazing. These are my, you guys know these are my favorite gel pens. And then I'm going to pull it back through like this. And I have just blended those without really any effort. Look at that. And then I could come back and I could kind of dot a little bit of my darkest color if I wanted to, just to lay a little bit of the paint from that pen and create that shadow. But look how cool that is. I love this. So now I'm going to come back and I'm going to put this color in here. And then watch this. Let's see, what color do I want to use with that? Let me go ahead and use this one. And look how it just blends right in. And then I think I want to add a little bit of the really bright pink down in here. Look how cool. This is so fun, guys. Like, if you have not experimented with this yet, you really need to. And then I'm going to add my darkest color up in here. And of course, it's going to get rid of the dark lines, so I just kind of follow it. And then I go back and I blend them together, and then I kind of want to pull it down with a little bit more of this color. And I'm going to fix my line here just so I can create that separation. And look at that. Oh, and I think it would look really cool if I just lined this with a little bit of the darker color and then come down and kind of just blend that out. But these flow so well that they are the best gel pens to be able to blend with. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. I think I want to add my darkest color in here. And then a little bit more of my hot pink. Well, you guys know it's not called hot pink. It's totally called something else. But to me, it's hot pink. Look how cool this is. And then you can come back and just really make sure it's blended and just go back in a circular motion. And if I wanted to come back, oh my gosh, I'm thinking I should have just used the hot pink for the whole thing and not added in this other muted color. But if I wanted to come back and I decided I wanted to use hot pink instead, these pens are so cool because they cover. So if I wanted to come in here and I just wanted to do this and add in the hot pink, I'm kind of mixing those two colors together. But that hot pink is kind of added in, and it kind of created another color, so that's kind of cool too. So let's go ahead and keep blending and see what we can come up with. I'm going to go ahead and just come down here like this. And then I'm going to come in here with my second color, and I'm going to bring that down a little bit more. Look how beautifully these just blend together. And these gel pens do come with refills. And I'm just going to kind of line this here, but they come with refills for every single color, and they make it very easy because they all have names and I believe a number 2 on them. Yeah, they have a number on them as well. And then I'm going to come back through here with my lightest color like I did in that bigger wing up there. And I'm just going to pull all of these colors through. And if you wanted to, you could also bring your Posca in and kind of work your Posca into this as well. I'm just trying to kind of recreate those lines and make sure it's blended in really, really well. And you want to make sure you get it all down on the paper while it's still wet, and do what you need to do while it's still wet, because you could see here it's starting to dry. And if you let it dry while you're trying to blend your colors together, it will look a little bit splotchy, and you want to try to kind of avoid that. So let's come down here And I think I want to start with my, do I want to start with my hot pink? Let me go ahead and add a little bit of hot pink right here. And then this is glitter amethyst. And I'm just going to blend this right into that color. And then I'm going to come back with what I keep calling hot pink, which is actually glitter fuchsia. And look at that blend, guys. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to come back up here. And I think I want to do the same thing to this whole section. So I'm going to add this color in here. And then come back with the glitter amethyst. And then I'm going to come back and go in a circular motion and just kind of blend these colors together. Now I'm going to come and do the same thing down here. I think I want lots of hot pink now. And then come back with the glitter amethyst and add more of this down here. These pens are just so wonderful on the paper in these books. And then I'm coming down here and I'm just kind of pulling that color through. Look how beautiful. Okay, so I think I want to do maybe the same thing up here, so a little bit more hot pink in this area. These pens just lay down so smoothly, it's amazing. Okay, so I don't want to cover too much area because I don't want it to start to dry. And I want to add this kind of in here. And I think I want to come down a little bit down in here. And I think I want to go ahead and add my darkest color. I think this is called Glitter Vineyard. And so I'm going to blend my darkest color up in there. Now because these are in the same color family, they are going to blend together a little bit nice, or a little bit nicer. And then where you tried to meet the two different colors, the pink with the purple, you would just come back and do this circular motion and just kind of blend those colors out. But look how that is just like magic. And see, now I'm thinking I want to come back down here and I want to add a little bit of the darkest just for some shadows. And then up in here, look how pretty. And then I just want to kind of pull that out a little bit. I think this will actually create a little bit more balance in what we have going on here. And then I'm going to mix it with this color. And then I need to pull it down just a little, kind of mix it in. And then I'm going to come in with my darkest color and I am going to add that shadow. And then I just kind of pulled it through a little bit more. But I want to keep this line here, so that's what I'm using my darkest shade for. And that's kind of now a mix of those two colors, but it is starting to dry, so I kind of have to leave it alone now. When it starts to dry, you just have to kind of leave it and let it dry. And then if you want to go back over it again afterwards, you can totally do that. So I think I'm going to speed through the next part so that you can kind of watch her wings come to life, and that will be my gel pen blending tutorial. Let's go ahead and do that now. I hope you all enjoyed this gel pen blending tutorial and you got something out of it. I hope that you all enjoyed the flip through of the coloring book. Anything that you've seen me use in this video will be in the description box below. This beautiful Fairies coloring book that will be available to you on February 2nd, as well as the Color It gel pens, which you can get those at any time. They have been around for a couple years now, and I absolutely love them, and I know that you guys will too. If you enjoyed this video, please do make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn your bell notifications on. If you want to join my Facebook group, make sure that you check the description box so that you can find a link to send in your request to join. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Happy coloring. Bye.